in a match that ended in such a decisive manner as India's third test against England did. It's often hard to pinpoint just one person who made a big difference. More often than not, it will be a team effort when you so comprehensively thrash your opposition. But I think it's fair to say that Yashasvi Jaiswal deserves a lot of credit for how exactly it is that this match went about. His double century in the second innings was really key for India getting what was a very unassailable lead, even if England's bass bowlers had gone full bass ball. And after the match, Jaiswal was interviewed by the host broadcasters, and he revealed a few interesting pointers about his mentality and what exactly it was that motivated him to go out there at Rajkot and do as well as he did. Now, speaking about the first part, as he says that, the conditions were good, sure, but one of the key motivating factors was the way that Rohit Sharma and Ravindra Jadeja performed in the first innings. How so? He says, well, the way that Rohit Bhai and Jaddu Bhai played in the first innings, that motivated me a lot. I think it is incredible to see them putting in so much effort. And it's not just the effort that Jaiswal lauded, he also spoke about the approach and the way once they were settled, they looked to get big scores. And of course, when the odd ball comes that has your name on it, not much you can do. But the kind of approach they put in, wherein they look to convert their scores, get big scores, and more importantly, look to play the situation, look to get settled in, because the pitch was very good to bat on. Jaiswal says, I took inspiration from that, and I knew that if I got set, I needed to get a big score. And guess what? That's exactly what he does. And in fact, it's what he does, and it's what he has been doing for India consistently across formats. He's done well in the limited time he's gotten in ODI cricket. In T20Is, his form was so good that he pretty much displaced Shubman Gill at the top of the order. And now in test matches too, he seems set to be India's opener for a very long time. But what exactly explains such a big rise in such a short time? Well, it might seem like Jaiswal's getting a lot of things very quickly, but as is always the case with players who have reached the very top of their game, it takes years and years of effort and a lot of hard work. And that's exactly what Jaiswal puts his success, his recent success down to, hard work. In fact, when he was quizzed about that, he gave a rather interesting, let's say, insight into his own mindset, saying that, in India, you'll often struggle a lot, and you know that hard work is the only way out. This is the exact quote. He said, in India, you work really hard for each and everything. Even when getting the bus, you have to work really hard. That's why I work hard in practice. And I have to say that is a very good way of approaching things. Because look, whether or not the result is exactly what it is you want is something you'll never really know. The best thing you can do is continue to put in the efforts, and have faith that eventually all of your efforts will be rewarded. And that is exactly the approach that Jaiswal has taken in his young cricketing career so far. And it's safe to say that it has been paying off. Jaiswal went from someone who was a promising youngster, and in fact, in his young days, you know his stories. He came from a village in UP. He often was sleeping in the tents in the Maidans because he had nowhere else to go. He was taken under the wings of his coach, whose interview, by the way, we have up on Sports Today. Check that out if you haven't already. And from there, he went on to carve a path for himself, thanks in no small part to, yes, of course, talent, but also hard work, determination, and consistently focusing on doing the same things over and over until the success came. And now that it's come, it doesn't seem to be stopping. But what are your thoughts on what it is that Jaiswal said about his knock, about his work ethic? You can let us know all of that in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the SportsTak app. And if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've posted as well. For now though, from my side, it is goodbye.